Hey everybody, welcome back to Caroline's Closet. I am super excited to show off my Plato's Closet haul. It is probably my best haul in a really long time, and here's my receipt. There's 49 total items. It was their 90% off day. My receipts from Plato's used to like stretch 10, 15 feet. Crazy. Plato's and Clothes Mentor, if you have any in your area and you don't already source their clearance events, they all have twice a year an end of season clearance event, and they normally end up at either 90% off, or mine used to do a $3, $2, $1 final 3 days of their clearance. This time it was 90% off. Awesome way to source. I used to use Plato's and Clothes Mentor for 80%, I'd say, of my inventory when I was selling part-time, because I was working another full-time job and I have kids. I couldn't go sourcing all the time, and this was just a super easy way to stock up on loads of inventory. I could buy 300 items at these events, have stuff to list for the next 6 months, and I didn't have to necessarily spend so much time like you do in a Goodwill or at the bins or something. You have to look over each piece very carefully. Well, Plato's and Clothes Mentor pretty much do that for you. Yes, I have gotten stuff home before that's had a hole in it or the zipper didn't work. So you will have some issues sometimes, but for the most part, they check everything very thoroughly before they accept it, because they pay up front for the merchandise. So you're pretty good bet that it's in good condition and you don't have to spend as much time analyzing each piece. So I paid, my total after taxes was $108.43. You can see that says, where is it? $889 in discounts. So super happy with that. And it's kind of funny because the girl checking me out thought I was a genius. She's like, do you want to know your total before I add the 90% off? And I was like, sure. And she says, it looks like it's going to be $988 or whatever. And she's like, okay, I'm going to put in the 90%. Let's see what it goes down to. And I was like, $98.80. I didn't say it that excited. I just kind of said it. And she looked at me when her screen popped up and it said $98.80. She looked at me like I was genius. I impressed her. Felt like a prodigy right there, because I could figure out what 10% of something was. Anyway, it made me feel good for whatever reason at that moment. So I'm going to start with the stuff that's not as impressive. I didn't pick up too many clothing items. I walked in and I didn't get there until 3:30 on their 90% off sale. So everything had gone through 30%, 40%, 50, 70, and now at 90. This was what was left, and I didn't see any shoes, which really upset me, because that's what I always get, is a lot of cool men's shoes. And they didn't have much men's stuff anyway, and Plato's is typically my source for good men's clothes. This is just a Nike jersey, but it is new with tags, and the tag price on it is $35. They were asking $10, so I bought it for $1. I think there's 2 of these. There's 2 of the exact same of one shirt, but it's in here somewhere. So this is just a pair of cute little ruffled shorts, Sans Suchi. Not a brand I know, but they're cute enough. Somebody will want those, and they are a size large, and they were asking $6 for these, so I paid 60 cents. I tried to get a couple pairs of shorts because I have like 10 total pairs of shorts out of all of my inventory. These are Levi's jeans, little cutoffs. They were asking $8 for these, so my price was 80 cents. This tiny little purse, just super cute little woven, tiny little bag for a night out or something. They were asking $6. I paid 60 cents for it. They didn't have very many purses either. I always try to check. They don't normally pull their purses and put them with the clearance merchandise, so I always go through their purse racks and look for, they put little hanger stamps on all of their clearance tags. So that's what I look for. This I grabbed just because it's new with tags. It's So Brand, $30 tag price at Kohl's. And So Brand actually sells pretty well for me. Their price was only $4, so I paid 40 cents for that. And yeah, I might, I'll probably get $8 to $10 for it, but I'm okay with that. Another pair of shorts. These are Torrid. They'll sell super fast. Torrid size 22 black jean shorts. Their price was $10, so I got them for $1. And I'll probably get 15 to 20 for those. Sometimes I get about what they price things, and sometimes I do a lot better. Sometimes I don't get quite as much. So, but their prices are pretty close to what I normally price something. This is Polo Ralph Lauren. I am not sure what the style or design is, if it's supposed to be for something, or I don't know. If you know what that might be. But it is extra large, really nice condition, and their price was $10, so I paid $1 for it. And something like this, I think I'll get 15 to 20 for also. This bag is all the stuff I'm not excited about, but it's still not horrible. A lot of it I bought just because A, it was so cheap, and B, it was cute styles, and C, I hadn't found the stuff I was excited with yet. So this is just Old Navy, but it's kind of a velour, shimmery, color is not really coming up. It's like a green, and maybe teal, forest green, teal, kind of changes color in the light. But it's just Old Navy, size medium, and their price was only $4. So I paid 40 cents, and I'll probably sell it for $8 to $10. Hollister. Now my Plato's, when it comes to women's, girls' clothing, it's all Hollister, all American Eagle, all Forever 21, H&M. That's the majority of what you're gonna find, at mine at least. This is Hollister, and their price was $10. It's just like a thin knit, super lightweight crop top, but sweater type material. $10, so I paid $1 for it. And I'll probably just sell that for 10 bucks. This one, Paper Crane is the brand. Some of Paper Crane stuff I've sold before pretty well. Some sits forever. This I just got because it says, "Sing with mermaids, ride a unicorn" on it. And pretty much anything that mentions mermaids or unicorns these days, I do pick up. That stuff definitely has a following, and I have a child who loves unicorns and mermaids, so if this was my size, I would probably keep it and wear it just for her sake. But it's a size medium. It's meant as kind of an oversized fit. Their price was $10. I'll probably sell it for between 10 and 15. H&M, just a bright, vibrant, floral print. Feels like a rayon or something, I don't know. Fun, bright print shirt. Their price was $6. I paid 60 cents. Can you even see the colors? There we go. So you guys are special. I liked this haul so much that I cleared off my couch, which has been kind of a shipping station, processing station, has been covered with stuff for the last probably month. So I cleared off my couch so I could actually do a real haul video because this stuff is so cool. This one I really liked. It's Lavender Field, which I think I've heard of the brand, but I don't think I've ever sold anything or picked anything up. but it's just a cute gray, not quite crop top, but like waist level shirt, super lightweight, super loose fit, size large. $8 was their price, so I paid 80 cents, and I'll probably get 10 bucks for it. This is just team apparel, the Colts, girls shirt, women's I guess. Their price was $8. I paid 80 cents. Aren't you impressed with my math? I can come up with that like that. Style & Co., which is a brand that I would typically pick up at Clothes Mentor and not at Plato's. I was kind of surprised that they had this, but it is an OX or 0X, so essentially an XL, and their price was $6, so I paid 60 cents. Just a lightweight little t-shirt. Probably I'll get 10 bucks for that. Field & Stream stuff does pretty well for me. It's just a basic men's camo type t-shirt, and their price was $7. 70 cents was my cost on that. So for all of you guys that go to the bins, if you're going to something like the 90% off at Plato's or Clothes Mentor, you're getting pretty close to your bins prices for goods that have already been picked through and checked over, and so your selection's probably going to be a little better, hopefully, than what you might find at the bins. This is HIP, which I don't know, but it's just a one-shoulder basic little red tank. $8 was their price on it. 80 cents is my price, and who knows, 8 bucks, 10 bucks is what I'll get for that. This is Fighting Illini, Illinois. I find a lot of Fighting Illini stuff around here because I am in Illinois. It does have, like, somebody tried it on with deodorant or something. I can get that out. Coliseum is the brand, and Fighting Illini stuff sells pretty well for me. $9 was their price, 90 cents is my cost, and I'll get 10 or 12 bucks for it. This I grabbed just because it's Halloween-y, and soon all this Halloween stuff, I don't have too much on hand ready to go. It just says Trick or Treat Witches. And their price $6, my cost was 60 cents, and I'll sell it for 8 or 10 bucks. This is 1969 Italia, size large. Really cool. Not sure if it has any meaning. I'll figure that out, but their price was $9. So my cost was 90 cents. And I'll probably get 15 or 20 for it. It's pretty cool, I don't know. Okay, here's the other one of those Nike sleeveless tanks, jerseys. $30 is the new with tags price. And $14 was their asking price, so I paid $1.40 for it. I thought I had a few other bags, not many, purses. They must have gotten thrown in with one of the other bags. This is Polo by Ralph Lauren. Just a typical old blue polo shirt. Their price was $10. Paid $1 for that. And one bag down. This is Old Navy, and it's a romper. Pretty colors. Their price on it was $8. I'll probably get $12 to $15 for that. So one bag down. Now I'm going to get into the good stuff. There might be a few other things mixed in here. We'll see. But like I said, I walked in and they had their bins out and there was barely any men's stuff and there were no shoes. I was disappointed. I thought maybe I missed all of the men's tennis shoes. I normally pick up a couple good pairs of Nikes or Adidas or something that sells really well. So I decided I was gonna go look in the men's section and just see if they maybe missed any. They hadn't pulled any of the men's clearance items. So I started picking up the shoes and looking at their tags, and I kept finding the little hangers. So I went through all of the men's shoes and I snagged a ton. Oh my goodness. If these had been put up with the clearance items, they would have gone in a heartbeat. None of them would have been there by the time I got there. So I got super lucky. But here's what I got. So there's this pair of Adidas. They are size US 11 and a half, bright yellow, pretty good condition. I mean, obviously everything there is pre-owned and worn. $45 was their asking price, so I paid $4.50 for these. I haven't looked up any of the shoes yet, and my prices on shoes that I can get online sometimes vary pretty significantly from what they try to charge for them. But $45 was their asking price. So I'm gonna kind of guess that I'll get around that. I'm going to price my shoes pretty competitively for what's listed though, because I need some good fast sales this month and I don't want to sit on these too long. But so there's that pair. Trying to get them out in pairs. There's this pair of Jordans. Their price on these was again $45. So these have already gone through 30% off, 50% off, 75% off, and 90% off. And if they had been clearly marked with as clearance items at some point, surely they would not have lasted. But they're size 12. And then we have this pair of Adidas. These are size 13s and they were marked $50, so I paid $5 for these. They are in impeccable condition. Pebbles stuck in the bottom, but really barely anywhere at all on those. And then, oh, there are a couple pair of women's shoes in here too that I went through the women's, just looked at the tennis shoes. I didn't need any other women's other shoes, but these are Nikes, black and red, size 11s. They were asking, you can see in there, $45. So I paid $4.50 for those. These are women's. Oh yeah, these are 8.5s, which is my shoe size, and I told myself when I was going through the women's that if I found a good pair of tennis shoes in my size, I would keep them because I need a new pair, but I don't like these. They're Pumas though. They were marked $20, so I got them for $2. And the last one in this bag is a pair of women's Nikes. Pretty good condition. 6.5 is the size on those. Super lightweight. They probably together are like 8 ounces. Their price was $24 and I paid $2.40 for those. Next up, these Jordans. Their price was $60. Yes, $60. So I paid $6 for these. $6 was my most expensive item. These are size 9. I think I got 2 or 3 $6, and the rest of the shoes, most of them were $4.50 or less. These Nikes, Their price on these was $30, so I paid $3. They are size 15s. And obviously some of the larger sizes do sit for a while. I think I have a pair of 13s. Really nice tennis shoes that have been sitting forever. They've gotten a little attention, but nobody has jumped on them yet. These Nikes are size 14s, but for the price, I don't care if I sit on them for a little bit. $45 was their price on these, and I paid $4.50. I am so glad that I went back to the men's section because otherwise I would have missed all of this stuff. Another pair of Jordans, size 8.5. These do have a little more wear to them. The bottoms can't really feel much tread on them. $30 was their price, so I paid $3. But even with the wear, I think I'll probably get close to that $30 price. We'll see. For the most part, you can assume that I'm probably going to price stuff close to what they had it priced for, unless I look at comps and they're going for a lot higher. These are 6Y, so 6 youth. But they are in really nice condition. There's a little wear on the soles, but not much. And their price on those was $25, so I paid $2.50. All right, the rest of this bag is my other not exciting stuff, so I'll show it real quick. This is just a little cosmetic bag. Their price was $6, so I paid 60 cents for that. This is a Steve Madden little bag with no straps, and it didn't have straps to begin with, so I'm not really sure. Maybe it's like just to carry a tablet or something, or has another purpose. Not really certain why anybody would want a bag with no straps at all. It was marked at $14, so I paid $1.40 for it. I'll have to look and see what its actual purpose is. I think maybe just as a very large clutch. It seems to, oh, it does. It has a magnet, so it folds over. So just as a very large clutch, I guess, but for the price, I figured I'd try it out. This is just a tote bag. I'm addicted to tote bags. It was $8, so I paid 80 cents. Tropic like it's hot. It is hot. I wish I was in the tropics like it was hot right now. Another cute little woven bag. Small little crossbody, great for a night out. Their price was $6, so I paid 60 cents on that one. And I think this might be the last purse. And this one has a lot of like fuzz and stuff on the back. I don't know if you can see it, but I'll lint roll it and wash it off. It doesn't have a brand, but it's denim magenta color, and it was cute, and my cost was 60 cents. So, and again, it was before I found the good stuff that I got excited about, so I was okay with paying 60 cents for some of that stuff. Another pair of shorts. These are just Forever 21. My cost was 80 cents for those, and I'll sell them for about $8. And then the last piece of clothing, this is Kendall and Kylie. We actually had a couple Kendall and Kylie pieces. I've never sold Kendall and Kylie. Never heard of Kendall and Kylie. But if I can figure out how it goes, it's just a little tank top. It's got a pretty design on it. Their price on it was $10, which is actually pretty high for them for like a tank top type thing. So I figured maybe that means the brand is decent if they were gonna price a little tank top for $10. I paid $1 for it. We'll see. And then the last bag of shoes think this is all shoes. And then I do have my two favorite things that I'm saving for last, and they are actually not shoes. But I don't see their sticker on. Oh, here's their sticker. They were asking $40 for these Nike size 10s. But I don't see the Nike thing inside. Huh. It looks almost like maybe it's missing the insole. Maybe? Or maybe that's how it's supposed to be? I don't know. I paid $4 for them. I'm gonna have to figure that out. Because I also don't see the little Nike label inside that tells you the size and where it's made, and so I can verify authenticity. Although Plato's is pretty good about checking that stuff. If there's any reason to believe differently, I would definitely try to check them out. But they look like they're completely missing the insole, so. And there's no size indicator other than their tag on the bottom saying they're a size 10. But I wouldn't necessarily trust that. So those I might have to look into a little bit. These are cool. These are Pumas. Puma Scuderia Ferrari. Super cute. They have a little emblem on them. My price, or the Plato's price on these was $60. So this is one of my other $6 pairs. But they're in pretty good shape. And they are size 14, so another super big pair. If you know anybody that wears a size 14, I've got some good ones for them. Let's see, are these 14s too? These are 13 and a halves, bright orange Nikes. They were asking $45 for these, so I paid $4.50. Almost to the bottom of the shoes. Another pair of Nikes, blue, pretty blue. They were asking $35 for these. They're size 7s, so I paid $3.50. And honestly, these are probably 2 pounds. Most of these shoes are probably 2 or more pounds. So if you're a bin picker, or anybody, not just one of the bin pickers, but anybody that goes to the bins, and you're paying $1.30, $1.40 per pound, you're still on these heavy shoes getting just as good of a price, getting them from these sales. These are Jordans, size 10. They were asking $35 for these. There's black. There's nothing too special about them, but they are in pretty decent shape. So I paid $3.50 on those. Oops, avalanche. I'm missing one shoe. Oh my. I have one Ked that's marked $10, so I paid $1 for it. But there's no other match in there for this one, so I might call them and see if they have my other Ked. And then another pair, last pair is women's Nike size 6.5, pretty blue and pink. They were asking $22 for those, so I got them for $2.20. And I'm missing a shoe. One tiny little more shoe. At least it wasn't one of the really expensive pairs, so I paid $1 for that one shoe. And then these guys are my favorite purchase of the day. 2 pairs of sunglasses. Now if you've been in a Plato's or a Clothes Mentor, you know behind the counter they have normally like a top shelf of some of their fancy, extremely nice stuff. Well, there was a sunglass rack sitting up there while she was checking me out, and I could see one of the tags had a hanger on it from way up top. So I asked her if I could look at the sunglasses while she was ringing me up, and she got them down. And sure enough, there was a pair of Maui Jims and a pair of Ray-Bans. And I know they're pretty good about verifying authenticity there, but I know enough about Ray-Bans. I could probably spot a fake pretty easily. I don't know enough about Maui Jims, but Maui Jims office is in town, probably 10 miles from that Plato's. So the possibility of a lot of authentic Maui Jims running around in the area is pretty likely, and I don't see anything about them that would make me suspicious. I'll look into that a little better, but the Ray-Bans, I'm pretty positive there's nothing wrong with those. They were asking $45 for the Ray-Bans, so I paid $4.50. They were asking $40 for the Maui Jim sunglasses, so I paid $4. Both of them, I think I'll actually get a little better than their asking price, although if somebody offered me those prices for them, I would probably accept it for a fast sale before summer's up. But I'm thinking I could get 70 to 80 for the Maui Jims and 50 to 60 for the Ray-Bans. I don't have cases or anything with them, but we'll see. I'll probably mark them high. I'll look up the style numbers and see what other people are selling them for and mark them high, but then aggressively make offers or accept offers on them. So those are definitely my favorite items out of the haul, among all these shoes. But I was super excited to get all of this stuff. I was going to go garage sailing today. It's Saturday morning. It's actually relatively nice outside. But I spent all my money at Plato's instead, and I am going to try to get all of this stuff pictured, except for anything that needs cleaning or otherwise looking into, and hopefully get it all listed by Monday or Tuesday. So that's it. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed my haul. I sure enjoyed it. Check with your Plato's. My Clothes Mentor here is at their 30% off sale now, and they normally do that for like 3 weeks, and then they do their 50 for 3 weeks, and then 70 for 2 or 3 weeks, and then they finally get around to their final sale. So Clothes Mentor probably won't be until closer to the end of August by the time they do theirs, but I'll be ready for it when they do. But yes, if you have a Plato's or a Clothes Mentor in your area, don't exclude them from your sourcing opportunities. Sometimes some of these things you could buy at their full price and still make money on them. I wouldn't spend $30 on a pair of shoes hoping to flip it for $60 myself, but they do tend to price stuff where there is a little room on many occasions to make some money on it if you're desperate for sourcing opportunities, or you just want to get a particular brand to have in your Poshmark closet to draw traffic, or eBay or whatever. Sometimes that's a good idea. I've gone in there before shopping for my teenager, and while he was looking for stuff, I picked out a Betsy Johnson purse there once that they had marked for $8, and it sold within 2 days for $20 for me. And I was just there, you know, for personal shopping purposes, but I saw it and I was like, well, I can make more than that, let me grab it. So their prices are pretty reasonable there, but a lot of people complain that they don't get enough for their trade-in value, and that's because, you know, if they're taking the risk. If the stuff doesn't sell, then they're selling it to me for really cheap, so it's a catch. But anyway, that's what I got. Thanks for watching. Give me a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and come back for more.